Celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. D.A. David Aldridge is on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Nuggets coach Mike Malone is the son of longtime NBA assistant coach Brendan Malone, who was on the staff with the late Chuck Daly in Detroit when the Pistons won back-to-back NBA titles. Malone's dad told him not to get into coaching with its nomadic lifestyle and volatility. Michael said, "I knew the pitfalls. My father said, all right, if you're going to be a coach, be a great coach. If you have a passion, you've got to follow that passion." Kevin?
That's some pretty sound advice. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And for the Lakers, we've got Davis. He's out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. JaVale McGee is out there with LeBron James. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the rafters and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now, here's Caldwell-Pope. Davis looking for an opening. Back to LeBron. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early to take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, and that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. Ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And here is Murray after LeBron James hitting the 3. Pass to Porter. Now the dish to Murray. To the right side. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, and without all the points they got off the bench, I mean, there's no way they could win that game. I mean, it was the 6th man to the rescue. Now
LeBron following the 3-point attempt by Jokic. Davis kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Launches a 3.
And Millsap with the focus there defensively, just stretching out to bother the shot.
McGee against Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Craig. Now the pass to Millsap. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Murray. Here's James. Basket good. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, that's just tremendous poise right there on the interior. Think about this. James just backs down from no one.
Here's Murray, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Now James. 29 points for him last game against Houston. McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is. A hustler. An energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from McGee. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Jokic. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Basket counts.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
James outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Pass to Murray. And it's Jokic in the corner. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Caruso, the pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
For 3, Murray. Unable to get that one. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here is James. Lock at 6. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by LeBron.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. From Deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. James looking around. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Millsap. And Murray now top of the key. Takes a three. And Paul Millsap gets the three. Millsap's got his second bucket of the night.
And really, over the last few years, Millsap has really improved that outside shot. Now capable of stretching the defense.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 7. Over Millsap. And it's James missing.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Jokic passes to Murray. Denver passing it around. Millsap dishes to Murray. 4 on the clock. From deep. Another 3 for Denver.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far it's Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would,
really?
It'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality. A hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. And Quinn Cook subbed in for James. Back to Caldwell Pope. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And how about the numbers on Paul Millsap? Good season for him last year. He averaged about 12 points per game last year. 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
And it's Jokic missing.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And there's the pass to Davis. Back to Cook. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw, good. Jokic. A different look for Denver. Grant, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And Jokic drops them both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Here's Davis. Back to Cook. Passes it to Kuzma. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Cook. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And here's Denver. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Millsap up top. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Count it. Jokic has got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the Lakers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Lakers making a switch here.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Coming off a terrific season, 9th in assists, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Here is Cook, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
The first free throw is good. See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they had 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. And so here's Denver after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Craig. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Jokic. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Lakers trail by 3. Here is Cook. And Grant sends it back. Jokic against Davis. It's stolen by Davis. The pass to Cook. Now here's Kuzma. Last game we saw him score 14. Here's Davis. And he drops it in from the low post.
if there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Morris with the bucket.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
.153 left to play in the first quarter, but they recover it. Here's Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. To the paint, here's Cook. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Morris into the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. Some changes for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Anthony Davis, and James subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. Porter comes in for Torrey Craig. And Morris drops them both. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Houston. 1:22 left to play here in the first. Here's Cook. The kick out to LeBron. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
The Nuggets leading by 3.
Play him tight. Come on.
Now Morris. Outside Porter. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. It's James atop the key. Passes it to Horton Tucker. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Morris looking over the floor. Grant down low. He's guarded by Dudley. No good from Grant.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here is Cook. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. he knocks down the first one. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blaze the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives, who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally. And that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. And he sinks the second. Denver in the lead. Pass to Porter. Makes it off the glass. Porter's got his first points of the night.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
LeBron outside. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Dudley's shot is good.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
Morris passes to Porter. Shoots over Kuzma. Porter, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Kuzma. No good. That would have tied it.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Second chance shot, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Porter.
Love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to follow.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
And he makes the first. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Now, here is Morris. He has 6.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. LeBron dishes to Howard. Pass to Kuzma. Over Porter. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Morris right side. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
He's one of the top guys when it comes to those catch-and-shoot jumpers. Kuzma, he loves getting those shots off in a split second.
Now, here is Morris. 8 points for him. Lets a floater go. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Dudley. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
The pass to Morris. Great D that time from Howard.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Porter against James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Porter.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
For Los Angeles, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
The first one falls.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris with the ball. 8 points for him. Count it. Good. Morris has got 10.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
And you think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's Horton Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. And here is Howard. Passes to LeBron. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just one triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Porter passes to Plumlee. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's Howard. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Here's a look at some stats for Kyle Kuzma. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Michael Porter. And Murray subbed in for Morris. Here's Murray. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
First free throw is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
No good on the second free throw. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 3-point lead. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
He makes one of two that time. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he is able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
James, from down in the low post, it goes. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
James, such a terrific interior scorer. Simple, under control, and on the money.
Here's Murray. A rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Caruso. Back to LeBron. Lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Now, here's Jokic. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Millsap's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Pass to Howard. Tipped away. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
LeBron passes to Howard, and here's Kuzma. Inside, and James throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here's Jokic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And how good has he been at the line?
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Cook subbed in for James. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Nuggets. Free throw, good. Jokic. Here is Cook. And there's the pass to Davis. It doesn't go for him. Good defense by Jokic. Millsap kicks to Murray. The Lakers with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Craig following the three by the Lakers. Passes it to Jokic. Howard with the steal. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Defense right on him. Craig pulls it in.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. Cook looking it over. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Murray. Caldwell Pope against Grant. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell Pope passes to Cook. Drops in the tray. Cook's got 7 points in the game.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Quinn Cook. That one is no good. Lakers leading by 6. Pass to Caruso. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
He hits the second from the line. The Nuggets trail by 7. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the half. Grant outside. Pass to Craig. 6 to shoot. Back to Grant. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Craig kicks to Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Davis. Back to Jokic. Fades. He gets it in there. Jokic has got 15 points.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Caruso, the pass to LeBron. Fires from the corner. That's good on the jump shot. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. And he's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Craig. Passes it to Grant. There's the 3. Out left to the wing. Fires from deep. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Craig.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points and 2 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Yeah, coach has done a good job of scheming LeBron free, getting him into that rhythm, getting him into that zone where he's almost impossible to stop.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. Taking a look at the Lakers. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. Lakers leading by 7. LeBron outside. Picked him clean. Porter with it. He's picked up by James. Porter, no luck.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Jokic. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
James in the post, guarded by Porter. Poked away for three, and another three for the Lakers.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Fade away. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Shot clock at 5, and James with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Outside, Porter. Over to the left wing. And it's Jokic missing. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And here is Murray following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Great D that time from Davis.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And Denver has possession after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The drive by Jokic. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought.
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Here's Caruso. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. LeBron kicks to McGee. Back to James. Over Jokic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
The drive by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
McGee and the slam dunk by McGee.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And now a look at LeBron James here. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And you look at his score, and he was #1 on the team last season.
His ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration, that's what makes him a great finisher.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Grant, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And the second free throw, good. Now LeBron, who's got 23. Takes it from 10, and there's another one for the Lakers.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Grant outside. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 6 rebounds in the game. The drive by Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got his 3rd assist on the night. LeBron with it. He's got 25. Caldwell Pope outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Stolen. And it's the Lakers on the break. And the dunk by James.
James is unreal in fast break situations. Impossible to contain when he's off and running.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout. Trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Outside Millsap. Jokic against Davis. Jokic passes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Millsap finds Murray. From deep. Kuzma pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Murray outside. He can't get it to go. James with some nice D. Davis finds Kuzma. James outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Caruso, no good. Denver shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Millsap passes to Craig. Now, here's Jokic. Jokic draws the double. For 3, Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 12 points for Paul Millsap.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
On the wing, Davis. All sorts of time. No good there. And it's Denver the other way. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Caruso kicks to Davis. Down low, Caldwell Pope. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Caldwell Pope's got 17 now.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
And he makes that one. And it's now 26 points for Jokic.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Murray.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Millsap attacking. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's LeBron. 27 points for him. He was all alone on that one.
Timeout.
Caruso's got 7 now in this quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Quarters checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Jamal Murray. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, here is Morris. Guarded closely. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup. He's got 12.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about fear.
Cook dishes to Caldwell Pope. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
And Jokic throws it down.
Just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing, but a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Caldwell Pope. The pass to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. Pulls it up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Passes it to Porter. 1:44 left to play in the third. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against the Lakers.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's got 5. He kicks it to LeBron. To the inside, here's Horton Tucker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Porter. Back to Morris. Pass to Dozier. Just 5 on the clock. Count that one. Dozier's got his first bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Dudley, the pass to James. And finished off by LeBron.
I like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
And the rejection by LeBron. Here's Plumlee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's LeBron. An easy 2 points on the layup. James has got 31 points.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Morris outside. Now the pass to Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Porter drops them both. 6 seconds left in the third. James way outside, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Denver, Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Porter. And it's Dozier in at the 2-guard.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Horton Tucker, that's good. Horton Tucker's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. Morris passes to Jokic, dishes to Porter. And here is Morris. Now, here's Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jokic.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
With the teardrop, back to Cook. Pass to Horton Tucker. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And here is Dudley. The 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Back to Morris. On the wing, Porter. Over Dudley. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Horton Tucker. Inside. From the paint. That one goes. Count it. And that's 36 points for LeBron.
Gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
Pass to Dozier. Now here's Porter. A 3-ball. The offensive rebound. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Timeout called the Lakers. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract. And those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time. But the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
Here's Horton Tucker, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Horton Tucker's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Jokic. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And Kuzma slams it in.
Backed by an aggressive offensive mindset, Kuzma attacks the rim with force.
The feed now to Grant. Outside, Porter. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, good defense there. But Porter does go 6'10" with that 7-foot wingspan. And how about a 9-foot standing reach?
And finished off by LeBron.
He's having a great night from the floor. And they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
The pass to Porter. Over James. Porter, no luck.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Howard, that's good.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Here's Morris. Passes it to Jokic. And stolen by Howard. Bucket is good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
James finds Howard. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Pass to Dozier. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. James kicks to Kuzma. Here's Dudley. And there's the call on Howard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. There's the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
James checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Denver. Craig's checked in. The Lakers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Now Howard kicks it to LeBron. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Murray left side. Back to Jokic. Grant gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's LeBron, and he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 40 points.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Murray left side. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Howard. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Howard. Rob. Craig passes to Grant. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession. Grant outside. Back to Murray. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Caruso, the pass to Howard. Davis kicks to Cook. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Denver's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Murray kicks to Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Davis. Some solid defense from Grant.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And that one's good by Porter.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here is Cook. And the pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Cook. Clock at 2. Here's Howard. A putback and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Jokic passes to Murray. He kicks it to Porter. Here's Craig. Passes it to Jokic. But they get it back. A minute 50 left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
Caldwell Pope finds Howard. Here is Cook. Davis with it. Jokic with the steal.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Craig, the Lakers with the rebound. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeBron passes to Davis. He dishes it to Howard. Shot clock at 5. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Murray.
Come on, get on Murray.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, you know, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. You know, we were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, you know, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.